Hello, everyone. This is your professor, Dr. Yang, for your IDT5133 class. Now we're in Unit 5, week 5 of this 6-week class. So 2 more weeks to go. Keep on going. Last week, we created a game by using the 3D virtual game platform. I know creating a game is always challenging and it's always not an easy task. But like I said, the goal of this assignment is not to make you to be a game designer or game creator, but to help you understand the principles and the game design principles behind the game, and help you how to practice of using or understanding those game design principles. And those will help you to choose the appropriate educational games or choose a proper games for your teaching and training purposes. That's the goal of that assignment. So if you are frustrated of creating a game, that's very normal and that is okay. But the key thing is what you learned from that experience, from that practice, so that you have a better understanding about games and how you can use the games in teaching and training. Now, this week, we probably have the focus of this game is machine learning and intelligent technologies. So when talking about machine learning and intelligent technologies, AI is the number one thing we have to think about. So in this week, you have another activity, maybe a little bit challenging. I hope it's not as challenging as creating a game, but it definitely is a little challenging to create an AI chatbot. And of course, many of you may have talked about or may have heard about ChatGPT. So we did not use ChatGPT in this class. But maybe I will add that in the future. So right now, let's focus on the chatbot. And as usual, let me go over with what this week we'll cover in this week. So first of all, this week, like I said, it's about machine and intelligent learning. Read those chapters 4 and 12 in your textbook, as well as the machine learning trends perspectives. Although this article is written in 2015, but a lot of those perspectives are still applied. And take a look at the trends. So did you know? Are the trends provided or listed in this article become reality? You know, it's always great to look look back of what people talk about, what are the trends in the future, and then look back at those trends become a reality. So that will help you to predict the technology trends. And the machine learning education is a great article about the research trends regarding the machine learning. So those are readings for this week. And the first assignment, definitely your devotional assignment. And then the second assignment is a discussion about machine learning and intelligent technologies. At the beginning, I talked about AI chatbot. I will spend a little bit more time about this activity after I explain to you about what required for the discussion assignment. This discussion assignment about machine learning intelligent technologies. First of all, read those chapter 2 and chapter 4 and other reading resources. Answer the questions. What intelligence technologies can be used in curriculum development? How can they be integrated in teaching and learning, the intelligent technologies? How machine learning would benefit education? What threats do machine intelligence bring? You can definitely use ChatGPT as example, And you may want to look at, there are definitely different opinions about ChatGPT. Some of the ways saying ChatGPT as a monster will destroy higher education. Others see ChatGPT as benefit. So what do you think? What are your thoughts? So that's just example. Of course, if you have any other machine learning or intelligent machine intelligence or intelligence learning you want to share about, feel free to share that in your post. Okay. Another and the final activity you're going to do for this class is the creating a chatbot. It's AI chatbot. So here I give you a platform of a chatbot.com where you can use to create a chatbot, but there are also other programs such as a view source that you can also use. But let's not look at any more resources than what you want to handle right now. Let's just look at the website of chatbot. The first thing is you need to register an account in the chatbot so that you can using that platform. So the free chatbot account is for 14 days. So today or this week is the perfect time to register a chatbot account. So I included 2 articles: the complete chatbot guide and chatbot template. So those are very good resources for you to start with. And I also found this article pretty helpful at chatbot.com. We talk about planning phase and building phase and monitoring phase. For this assignment, you will need to be focusing on the building phase. So, however, before you build your chatbot, there are a couple of planning things I would like you to do before you use this platform to build a chatbot. So the first thing is think about what your purpose. Here, the planning phase, and they have all the problems, the communication channels, the right bot solutions, your KPIs, and your chatbot story. You don't have to think about any of the solutions, the KPI, or communication channels. Your goal for this assignment is to practice using the AI technology, which is in this assignment, we want to use a chatbot. What you do need to consider is plan your chatbot story. So just focus on the chatbot story. For your chatbot story, a couple of things I would recommend you to write them down before you start to build your chatbot. So the number one is to decide what's the purpose of this chatbot. Is it for customer service? Is it maybe a tutorial for your students? Or maybe it's a guiding guiding survey for your trainees or for the employees. So decide your purpose first. So based on the purpose, you will need to put 3 questions as what listed in the action items. So write 3 questions. So each question, you will need to have at least 2 or 3 answers for that question. So you are building a branch. You're building a branch for your questions. For example, for the question 1, what can I do for you? You will list like several answers. You want at least specific answers for that question. For example, help with subject 1, or help with subject 2, or help with subject 3. So then the user can click one of those choices to go to the next step or next branch. So first of all, plan your chatbot list your questions, provide answers. Okay, so do a branch of your question and answers. Do that in a Word document. Plan that first. So that is your story. So after you have that story, you can start to build your chatbot. Let's just go straight to chatbot. Okay. And so the branch is something like this, a wireframe. You know, if you have built a website before and the wireframe is something you have to do before you build a website. This is a very similar concept. Have a wireframe that will help you dramatically when you build a chatbot. And this is a chatbot wireframe that you can create it and build it in the in this platform. Okay, so set up a chat greetings. So when you build a chatbot, set up chatbot greetings first. And then design your chatbot's personality. So what kind of personality do you want to give this chatbot? Okay. Show the value and show off your buttons when you create the chatbot. Okay. Streamline navigations. So let your chatbot take a breath. Is just give it seconds for the conversation to happen. You want to build that in. You want to build the waiting time in your chatbot. And design the right fallback message. The fallback message is what I refer to as answers for your questions. And again, don't spend like over 2 hours on building a chatbot. That will be beyond what I expect for you creating a chatbot. Like I said, this is a simple exercise for you to start to get understanding, to start to practice with the machine learning. Okay. So let's go back to the assignment. After you build your AI chatbot and save take a screenshot of your chatbot, like this wireframe and the progress, and post those in your discussion board. Okay. So here you don't really have to do responding posts and so forth, because this is where you share with your classmates. And this week you will continue work on your assignment, work on your project, which is project 3, building microlearning or educational apps. So this week, actually, you probably have a more hands-on work than the previous weeks. Last week you have more writing, and this week you have more hands-on work, like building an AI chatbot and maybe building the microlearning. So this activity is also this part of the project is also hands-on activity. So in this part of the project, again, you will also start with the learning outcomes that you wrote in the part 1. Choose 1 or 2 of the outcomes. And then you decide if you want to create a micro-learning solution or educational app solution. And then you would just write step-by-step instructions to demonstrate how learning will occur through the use of this micro-learning solution or educational app solution. If you created something that needs that clickable or needs or on a different website, you can want to create you want to include a hyperlink, or you can just use a screenshot and show me what it looks like. Now here is the template. Again, a title. And the steps, like I said, you don't have to use the 5 steps. It just depends on how many steps that will help you to accomplish your goal. And the learning technology is where you indicate what technology you're going to use. Are you going to use educational app, or you're going to use a game, or you're going to use a Google Classroom, and then you just include your screenshots here. Okay, like I said, this is another hands-on activity for you. So be creative. Be creative. You can use any tool or any platform or any technologies you feel comfortable using. Okay, and that's about week 4. I'm sorry, it's about week 5. And next week, the last week of this class, where you will put everything together to discuss how to use teaching and learning with emerging technologies. Okay. And there's a research paper and a project. So I will talk more in my next week's video overview. Okay. And I hope you enjoy your Unit 5's work, and I'll see you in week 6.